Coming up, hybrid and electric car owners are furious over a new tax that's just for them. Here's what's going on. Hybrid cars use less gas, which means drivers also pay lower gas taxes. To make up the difference, a handful of states are slapping those drivers with a special fee. Virginia is the latest, imposing a $64 a year tax on drivers there. With us now, one of those drivers, John Kraus, who drives a Prius 5, and he joins us from D.C., and he's in front of his car. John, thanks for joining us. So let me just ask you about why you bought that Prius in the first place. Did you think you were saving Mother Earth, or did you want to save some money for your wallet?
The truth is, we got very good word of mouth on the Prius from friends of ours who had them, and we needed a new car. Now, we were delighted that this had the energy conservation technology, and we actually are finding we're getting like 43 miles a gallon. So it's really more of an economic thing for us, although we care about the environment as well.
So how much are you saving?
Well, I drove over here to this point today, and the dashboard told me I was getting 43 miles per gallon.
Nice.
Now we have another car, a non-hybrid at home, and that gives me 18 miles a gallon. That's that's less than half the cost of getting from one place to another, and depending on how far we drive, that could be like $1,500 or more a year in savings.
All right, so now Virginia is on to you and wants a piece of your action, and they're going to charge you $64 a year in a tax or a fee, whatever you want to call it, just because you drive the Prius. What do you make of that?
Well, Jerry, I couldn't believe it the first time I heard it. I thought this has to be a mistake. It's so absurd. It's almost like a reverse cash for clunkers. And we, it's not going to put us into bankruptcy, but I wonder if it's the foot in the door, because it goes on top of an already very high state car personal property tax.
Right. Well, you're really being taxed twice, aren't you, for the gas that you do use, and then this fee. Is that fair?
I don't think it makes good sense from a public policy standpoint, because we really in this country need to reduce our imports of foreign oil and reduce our dependency on some very dangerous areas of the world, and try to divert some of those money away. Some of that money ends up in the hands of radicals just because
that's true
of where it's going. But also, it is kind of a gotcha, because here we are, we're conserving, we're doing good things, and whammo, they come up with this fee. It was kind of unbelievable to me.
It's unbelievable, and whammo is right. It seems to me, here you are, you're helping yourself, you're helping the environment, and Virginia politicians want you to cough up more dough. Do you think you would ever sell the Prius sort of in protest as a result?
Oh, not at all. We'll keep it in protest. Sure, that's the way they are sometimes. If it moves, they want to tax it. But we're very happy with it, and even with the fee at its current level, it's very economical for us. I just hope it doesn't lead to a bigger fee in the future, as more and more people get hybrids and they reduce their gas consumption and gas tax revenue drops. I hope they don't go for a bigger bite of the apple at the expense of hybrid owners.
Thanks for coming on today. It is a pleasure to see you, and thanks for telling you about what's going on in Virginia. They get you coming and going. There's just no way to avoid it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry.